Drivers, start your engines!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series. Here we are for the opening of round 2. I can't talk. From Las Vegas. Now your starting lineup today. Oh, and is that Nick also with the 29 not going? It has huge championship implications as a playoff driver and your pulse hitter not getting going. Servant Sarahan, Set Ismail, Baffood Sacco, Richard Sweet, Keegan Alsop Jr., Daniel Colt, Luciano Reese, Daniel Guerrero, Steve Love, and David Cervantes are on the first on a dozen rows on your outside. Kyle Kesey and Matt Flooding to lead the inside charge, along with Kurt Hamilton and Chad Brennan. Here we go, 27 laps, from Las Vegas, Sin City. Kyle Kesey on the front row. And we are underway. Hopefully Nick Alsop gets going, and that was just like a tire issue or something, but can't imagine it was, considering he had to get towed back. 41 drivers take the green. If Nick Alsop doesn't go out there and complete a lap, he won't even get credited for the start, and he'll get 0 points today. That's the last thing you want as a championship contender. But Kyle Kesey, he ain't complaining. He has an early lead here, as he did dominate the race at Circuit of the Americas last round and got that dub. Matt Flood, his teammate and cousin, clearing Servant Sarahan, for second. Kurt Hamilton peeking to the inside, making it 3 wide. This early in the run, you don't want to get stuck on the outside, man. There's not a lot of grip up there as it is at the end of a run. But at the beginning, your tires are cold. There's literally no rubber placed out there yet. It's almost like a death sentence. Kurt Hamilton will go and lead lap number 2. Chad Brennan peeking to the outside or inside, bringing Paul Wright with him. Paul Wright, your Daytona winner to start the season. Feels like it was 2 years ago at this point. Stanley winners in the 3 got eliminated last round, but he's still here in contention for the dub. And Nick Alsop coming out of the pits. He's going to need a couple of wrecks or something so he can get a pretty decent finish. He's already 2 laps down. Stanley Winners leads that lap. Here comes Hayden Meadows and Anselm Meadows. And they're going over 200 miles per hour into turn number 3 here in Las Vegas. You can see the gap between them and Nick Alsop there, as Stanley Winners holds on to lead yet another lap. Set Ismail trying to use the middle lane to do something. That's something you don't really see very often here in Vegas. How about Kyle Akers and that Akers Racing Dodge on that blue 59 up there in the top 5. Damian Malone in the 91. That unsponsored Nick Mature Racing Chevy got eliminated at the end of last round. But here he is breaking into the top 5 in Vegas. He's had a very bad first round. He didn't have very many playoff points entering the round either, so it was kind of doomed from the start, I guess. Man, both Akers Racing cars doing well. Maggie Ford and that State Farm Dodge as well is up there. But it's all Stanley Winners out front. I can't talk, man. How about that front row Motorsports 34 breaking into the top 10? Oh, into the top 5 now. I don't know if it's because he's not in the draft, but that 29 is definitely off pace, about half a second off pace. Maggie was not able to block that 31. That's going to allow the 3 Stanley Winners to pull away slightly. Where was this kind of speed last round, man? He's still about 5 miles per hour off pace and about 6/10. Burt Forward, a past Traxxas Truck Series champion. He's had an abysmal season. But here he is up in the top 5. He just wants this season to be over with. The 34 locked on the bumper of the 3, nearly dumping him coming off the tri-oval there. He and the 34 locked together, man. Can you tandem at Vegas? Is that a thing? How about the 60 of Xavier Rain nearly clipping the 34, getting it at 3. I am pretty sure that 36 started this race in last. Hold on. Okay, no, started 41st. And she's now up into 4th position by lap 10. That's insanity. So Nick also now down 3 laps. He's going to need a couple of wrecks if he wants to get up there. In fact, not just as Caitlin Winters, who started 41st, now in 2nd or 3rd. The 35 started 42nd, and now he's up into 4th. So 36, 35, and working together to get up there. So Burt Ford couldn't quite lead that lap as Caitlin Winters going to go from the back to the front challenge. Bring in the 35 of Joseph Gibson and the 4 of Joe Jefferson with him. William Stone of the 14, now the highest running playoff driver. Check out. Ooh, who is that? Servin Sarahan playoff driver. Man, Kurt Hamilton was leading earlier. Huge championship implications today, man. Man, you don't want to be mid-pack right now. This stuff's getting intense. It's like a fire at a circus, boys. Man, look at this pack. Ooh, the 24 Burt Ford getting between Caitlin Winters and David Cervantes there, nearly causing some drama. The 51 of Caitlin Wilhelm. She's had a terrible season. But here she is up inside the top 10. Midway through the run here in Vegas. David Cervantes won last race in Talladega. His first win of the season. He is now the all-time wins leader in the FedEx Amateur Series. He's had a terrible season. He missed the playoffs entirely this year. But here he is trying to go back-to-back. He's now worked his way up into P3. Did I see a wreck? I did see a wreck. Oh, and Stanley Winters is in it. Oh, and Nick Alsop's in it. You can't get the laps back if you're involved in the wreck, dude. That's a big yikes. Everyone's going to pit. We almost had green flag pit stops. Back see what just happened. Watching Stanley Winters in the 3 and Nick Alsop in the 29. Oh, Luciana Reese washed up the track, and yikes. It's an ouchie, bro. Pretty hard hit for that 29 as well. He's lucky no one else crashed into him. Oof, that's tough. Back for 3-star. This isn't for comedic effects. I just want you guys to know that I realized I was accelerating for a long time, and I quickly went to grab my mouse, and I completely elbowed myself. Never mind. Alright, David Cervantes is your leader, coming to lap 19 of 27. He could go back-to-back. How about Weiss von Schmidt in 19th? Steve Love in 3rd. Alice Flood 4th. William Stone in 5th. The 8 has massive damage. Alright, Weiss von Schmidt now to the lead in that JGR Toyota. Gibbs has not had the best season so far. A win here in Vegas really spiced things up. How about Scott Ford in the 16? He's had a couple races he should have won this season where he just outright had the most speed and something late would ruin his chances. Keegan Allsup Jr. won in Charlotte way earlier in the season, so he knows how to get it done here in a mile and a half. And here comes another JGR Toyota. Now they have 2 inside the top 5. Servin Sarahan is multiple laps down in the 83. He's 3rd. Off that wreck, Stanley Winters and Landon Fenway did DNF. So Nick Alsop probably at best can get like 39th here. But considering how well the 3's running. As Keegan Allsup Jr. takes the lead. Ooh, the 02 about to take him 3 wide. Now the 18 stayed in line. Chad Brennan thought better of it. Who is the fastest lap right now? Right now it belongs to Kurt Hamilton. It's a very important playoff. Oh, never mind. Now it belongs to Burt Forward. He's not in the playoffs, so. Now that we're in round 2, man, those playoff points are getting harder and harder to find, and boy, do you really need them. Keegan Allsup Jr. is not in the playoffs. Doesn't mean he can't win there. How about Bart Kesey, man? He almost upset the field at Eldora. Same with Jay Jefferson. He's up there as well. Up 23 to 27. Not what a lot of these guys want to see. Kurt Hamilton, playoffs 32nd. Bafut Sacco 29th. Daniel Colt 27th. Paul Wright 26th. Kyle Kesey 21st. Set Ismail 18th. Man, a lot of these playoff guys are outside the top 10. We have 4 laps to go now. If there's a caution, this race is likely over. What if Joe Jefferson in the 4 for JD Motorsports pulled an upset? It could happen. Coming to 3 laps to go here in Las Vegas. I don't want to be where the 7, the 4, or the 14 are sitting. It's too easy to pass with this package we have. And to hold those spots for 3 laps is going to be impossible. The 4 is already finding that out. Here comes the 35 of Joseph Gibson. Is he on the lead lap? He is. Could you imagine? William Stone now. Highest running playoff driver in the field. Running second. 2 to go here in Las Vegas. He's peeking to the inside of Keegan Alsop Jr. He's there. He's at his quarter panel. How about Tom Akers in the 00? Don't count him out. Daniel Gittero in the 88 as well. How about Cody Parker in the 52 for CMS? Where did he come from? Tom Akers to the inside of William Stone. What would I call him? I don't know. Oh, 3 wide for the lead. Daniel Gittero. White flag is out. Daniel Gittero in the Pennzoil Chevy. Can he do it for DEI? Or can Cody Parker pull off the upset? Cynthia Bright in the 23. She's won at Las Vegas before. Oh, man. CMS got the win at Texas in the Premier Series, but it was due to fuel mileage. Cody Parker up turn number 4. Cody Parker is going to win it at Las Vegas. What just happened? And Set Ismail made quite the push at the end to get up to 4th. Holy smokes, boys. We're back to check out the official results. Cody Parker, your winning photos right there. Now your fastest lap goes to Cynthia Bright. So she wasn't in the playoffs, so she doesn't really get the point. Cody Parker as well doesn't get the 5 playoff points for winning. So let's go take a look at your official results. Cody Parker with the win. Then you have Cynthia Bright second, Daniel Gittero, Set Ismail, Tom Akers under your top 5, Luciana Reese in 6th, William Stone falls to 7th, Ty Morrow 8th, Keegan Alsop Jr. 9th, and Chad Brennan runs out your top 10. You can see where everyone else finished. Mega tough break for Servant Sarahan and Nick Alsop. That's going to really hurt them in the playoff points. So that was Vegas. The Premier Series returns tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I quickly want to point out, first time in BORA history has a driver been signed to a subscriber-owned team, and they were actually given a developmental deal for multiple seasons. Cody Parker was that one, and this just explains why he just won an underfunded team. So, goes out to you guys. You guys find that young driver for your team that you personally own, and you can do big things. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Later.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.